How's it going?
Hello, my name is Devin Curtis, and I am doing a persuasive speech on why you should adopt and not shop. 56% of dogs in animal shelters are euthanized per year. 16% of dogs that are found and brought to a shelter are reunited with their families per year. 25% of dogs are adopted from animal shelters per year. These statistics show the devastating truth and fate of all dogs across the United States that unfortunately end up in an animal shelter. And the cause of this comes from people buying a dog from a breeder in puppy mills. There are approximately 10,000 puppy mills in the United States with 2 million puppies bred throughout the year. And because of this, 1.2 million dogs are euthanized in shelters every year. In order to end these devastating statistics and to save millions of dogs' lives each year, breeding in puppy mills need to be slowed down. People who buy from these breeders and puppy mills do so because they want a pure breed, want to know what two dogs their puppy is coming from, and know their health background. People who also want a dog to use for dog shows and will buy a dog rather than adopting. But these are the reasons why millions of helpless shelter dogs are euthanized each year. One of the main points that it is better to adopt and not shop is that in the shelter animals count data from each year between 2015 and 2018, 670,000 dogs were euthanized. The worst part of it all is that this is because there were too many dogs in shelters across the United States, and the shelters could not safely contain the dogs. And with that, they are euthanized. With that, some shelters do not use proper euthanasia, which includes guns and outdated gas chambers. Another main point as to why it is better to adopt and not shop is because the Puppy Mill Project states that puppy mills are dog breeding operations that put profit over the health and well-being of the dogs. The breeding parents are said to spend their lives 24 hours a day in containment in wired cages and are not well taken care of. A major reason as to why puppy mills are not safe way of buying a dog is because sometimes the puppy can be taken from the mother too soon. This can lead to the puppy having anxiety, stress, and health problems from this, which can lead to high veterinary bills in the future. On the buyer's side, one of their main points as to why it is better to shop and to not adopt is because in order to use your dog for dog shows or for dog competitions, it must be a purebred. The American Kennel Club stated that in these shows and competitions, the dogs are not being compared to each other, but rather measured by how closely they conform to the standard of their particular breed. And because the closer a dog's appearance is to the breed standard, the better the dog's ability will be to produce puppies that meet the standard. And because of this, mixed breed dogs are not allowed to in dog shows. Another reason why buyers feel that it is better to buy and to not adopt is because typically when a person is looking to own a dog, they are looking for a breed in specific. Whether they want this certain breed for their looks, trainability, family choice, or just a certain liking, a purebred dog is more often found through a breeder rather than a shelter. It gives the other side of this topic a good reason as to why one may buy and not adopt. A third reason as to why some feel that it's better to shop and to not adopt is because it is known for mixed breed dogs to have more difficulty training due to personality challenges. On Psychology Today, there was an experiment tested between full breed and mixed breed dogs. It showed that the mixed breed dogs were significantly less calm than the purebred dogs, and the mixed breed dogs were also considerably less sociable toward other dogs. Issues such as pulling on leashes, jumping on people, and not coming to the owner when called was shown more in the mixed breed dogs. This is an understandable reason as to why one may choose buying a purebred over a mixed breed dog from a shelter. There are a couple solutions that we can use to fix the adopt not shop problem. Spaying and neutering all animals will help decrease the populations of dogs and help lower the amount of dogs brought into shelters each year due to owners not spaying and neutering. The lost and stranded dogs in the streets will not be able to reproduce, which will aid in lowering this overpopulation. Stopping puppy mills and breeders until the overpopulation in shelters is under control would help force people to adopt and save millions of loving, caring, and helpless dogs. Until we put an end to this, we will continue euthanizing innocent dogs who want nothing but to give their love and affection to anyone willing to give them a chance. In conclusion, We are in dire need of changing people's minds to adopt, not shop, in order to save millions of dogs' lives per year. Until we are able to get the buying and selling of dogs through breeders and puppy mills to stop, until there is no euthanization of dogs in animal shelters, millions of dogs' lives will not be able to be saved. There will still be certain people who will want a purebred dog for dog shows and for the chance to own a purebred, but those dogs who were lost, stranded, and abandoned, and who end up in a shelter will continue to lose their life. Overpopulation in dog shelters is caused by these puppy mills who breed millions of puppies per year across the United States, resulting in overpopulation. Millions of dogs are euthanized each year, not because they are bad or aggressive or ill-tempered, but because more people in the United States are buying and not adopting, leading to overpopulation in shelters and resulting in having to put down harmless, loving, and helpless dogs. Until the day that we stop puppy mills and breeders and get the thousands of shelters under control and not overpopulated, these innocent animals will lose their lives for absolutely no reason. And I have two visual aids. So one shows 2,479 complaints from from people who bought puppies from a puppy mill. As you can see, 1,032 of the people complained of illness in their puppy. So it's easier to see. 840 had congenital defects. 364 had death. Temperament issues was 85, and other was 158. And this statistic shows the estimated breakdown per year. There are 15% of dogs in shelters are returned to the owner. 25% of these dogs are adopted, and unfortunately, 56% of dogs in animal shelters are euthanized. Thank you.
7 minutes, 7 seconds.
Wow.